Time for a sense of humor. This is Laura with her sense of humor. Vlog day. Today we're not doing any Too Hungry to Cry. We're going to do that on the weekend because we're going to have something special to eat. Anyway, but I started my Christmas shopping in September. So I was ordering stuff for my grandkids, myself, and my family. And twas the night before Christmas just came to me. Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse or mouses. The stockings was hung by the chimney with care and hope that Nicolas Berggruen, that millionaire with his fine self, would give me a call, because I'm tired of texting them on Twitter. We might as well get together whenever. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, as I was saying, in hope that St. Nicholas Berggruen, that owns Popeye, Burger King, would still be there. Now, I don't know why that's so important, but I am so sick of this chicken stuff. See, I used to live on a farm when I was a kid with my preacher uncle. And we had to feed the chickens. Okay. Now, I used to see them chickens eat worms. Okay? The only thing I liked doing was going to the chicken house. And if the hens had laid the eggs, and with her approval, I would take the eggs from under the, from that thing that they come down in or whatever. And then if that wasn't right, if we was in a hurry and we just happened to be within the chicken house, we would let her get up and we would look and see which chickens was ready. But that's what turned me off about chickens. The fact that them eggs become baby chickens. So I didn't want no more chickens. No more eggs. And I had second thoughts about chickens. Anyway, we would take the eggs to the house and they would make scrambled eggs for breakfast. But that wasn't the end of it. I tell you, I really lived on the farm. It was something for a while. They wanted bacon. I felt so sorry. I had gotten to know some of the pigs and the hogs. That one hog, he was a real hog. And so when they went to kill the pig and the hog to make the bacon, I was pretty upset. I was so upset. But there the bacon was. After all that drama, the bacon was in the kitchen, on the counter, gonna get cooked. Well, let me keep telling you. So, we would take the scraps from when we would peel the pears or the apples or the potatoes or the sweet potatoes, and we would put it in a big bucket, and we would take that bucket and throw it over in the pig's pen. That's why I don't eat pig. And them pigs will gobble up that so fast. Oh. So the way we would get along was each of us, and it was like me, my brother, my cousin, his twin, and his other sister. I think it was, so that was quite a lot of us. Each of us had a pig that we would look after, because there was quite a few pigs and some hogs. They would keep the hogs in a little different area from the pigs. Pigs are littler than the hogs. So we would have to look after. So we decided to each have a pig or a hog that we would, And I was so sad when my pig, when it was time for my pig to go. I would try to make sure it had plenty of scraps, plenty of apples and corn and, whatever else we threw in the pig's pig. But the enemy of the whole situation and on the farm was the geese. You know why the geese was the enemy? Because they would bite you. And I always avoided as many geese as I could. But they wasn't playing. You couldn't be nice to none of them geese. We also had ducks. That's when I first learned about how good duck tastes. Oh God, and they would swim in a little pond, which was not too far from the house. God, it could get dark down there in Arkansas. That's where it was. Ooh, I mean at night, I never went out at night. Never. Never. Ever. It was pitch black. You had to have a, a little lantern that you take with you. Because the flashlight would go out of batteries, but usually the little lantern would last a little longer. I never was down there during the autumn, it was only during the summer. But then I told you on the previous one how we milked the cow. I think they had 2 cows. But who I loved the most was our horse. His name was Henry. Henry, we would pile all those peas and string beans, put them on Henry, and he'd slowly go on down the road. All that stuff piled on. See, that's something that city kids need to know. It teaches you, first of all, where food comes from. It gives you a very good education about how to grow food, how to pick food. It was hard work, let me tell you. And the water pump, you'd be pumping that water. Oh, I hated that. I hated it because the water tastes so funny. And the thing looked like it had gotten rusty, and you pump it and pump it and pump it to get you some water. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that was the country. Told you, I'm in my 60s. So you can imagine, what was it, what? I don't know. Let's see. 1958, 59, around in there. Anyway, after we would do all of that, it just seemed like it just wasn't ever enough. Until my auntie started cooking. That woman can jam. She make them pies from scratch. Peach pie, apple pie, blueberry pie. That was my favorite one. I think that was my favorite one, the peach pie. Yeah, that was my favorite one. And she put whipped cream on it and a cherry, and she was very, very dramatic. And she had hair, real hair, no weave, down to her dairy ear, because she would sit on it. Now, if you can sit on your hair and it's your hair, you got some long hair. She was Blackfoot Indian, Native American, part Blackfoot and something else. And she could sit on my hair. I had to comb my hair. You know, it was so long. And it would smell when she wouldn't wash it. I'd have to wash it. And I'd just be combing it. And when you comb, the comb would start up here. I mean the brush. And the brush would go almost down to low, because I was short. I was a kid. But then she'd put that pretty ribbon or whatever on it. And she'd have that long ponytail. Yeah, Auntie Emma. I miss her. And she loved smoking. That's what she died of, lung cancer. But anyway, That's what the South was about to me. So whatever else people doing now in the South, I have no idea what they're doing. But about me and this billionaire, we use telepathy. Whenever he wants me to come on Twitter, he sends me a message. It's true. Because you know I'm a psychic. Well, I call me a sensitive. I'm a sensitive. Okay. Clairvoyant. So, whenever he wants me to come online and see what he done put in his little Twitter thing, he sends me a message, and I know it's him. And I go on there, and there it is right in my little Twitter box from him. He don't get a lot of people to respond to his stuff because he's an intellectual. And he believes in ideas. The Berggruen Institute of Ideas, where you get, if you got the best idea, he'll give you $1 million. They have to vote on it, though. But that's the way he is. He's a genius, He made his money through hedge funds. I still have to look that up and see what that's all about. And of course, his investments. And art. I love art. Like I told you about that painting by my daughter, Oluwa. That painting goes for about $5,000. It's abstract. Abstracts are very, very, very expensive. Let me show you one more painting. This is one of my favorites. Okay, this is one of my favorites. And she got one more back here. And that's this one. I like this one. It sort of reminds me of rain or something, like those certain trees in certain areas of the South. She did this one in 2012. And she got one for each year, one or two for each year. And this one, I don't know. I think this one is a couple thousand. You might could get it for $1,500. Yeah. But she got a lot of stuff. And this one is the outer space one. I like science fiction. So this one is science fiction. It's a meteor. And she did this one. I don't remember the year. It just says Oluwa, but it doesn't have a year for this one. So, that's what she does. I used to do it. She got it from me. I used to paint, draw. I was an artist. But because of sexual assault, I stopped doing it. I stopped doing a lot of stuff. I used to play the piano, the saxophone, read music. But after I got sexually assaulted, I just couldn't find my spirit. I found my spirit, though. I do stuff now, but I do different things. So, that's a little bit about us, if you're wondering. Like I said, we were in Arkansas. We were also in Memphis, Tennessee. That's where a lot of my aunties and different stuff came from. And the Harris family. That's where we all started. Catherine Williams, Cherokee, 100% Native American, married a white guy who was a concubine of the owner, the massa of the reservation. And they had 10 or more kids. And out of that came Auntie, great Auntie Exeline Harris. She married a Harris. And that's how I'm going to relate it to too. So we related through Cherokee, Native American. Anyway, you should check out his latest movie, The Trap, T-R-A-P, about chicken too, about a chicken restaurant. It's good though. But I'm not going to take up too much of your time, and I'm sorry that I had already eaten, and then I thought about it. Oops, I said I might do a mukbang Wednesday. Last Wednesday I did one. But I'm going to try to do one Friday and Saturday or Sunday. So you can eat with us. But anyway, I just want to say hi. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation. I hope you learned something. I always try to bring something that you can learn. Because some people don't like to read. So I said, okay, then we can discuss it anyway. You know. And then later on, if you're interested in what I'm saying, you can look it up. Okay. But subscribe and ring the bell. And my favorite song was by Freddie Jackson. You are my lady, my love. Da da da. Odiba. See you later. Have a nice day.